This lighting of the candle is in memory of the people who lost their lives in 9/11, and also to the memory of the dark times that we're living in South Africa, with all the femicide, with all the victims of abuse, rape, murder, particularly of women and children. So please, a moment's silence.
Welcome to the UJ Art Gallery, and welcome to this most fantastic Ampersand 21 years of celebration. It is so great to have you all here tonight, to see so many of the artists who've been to New York for this auspicious fellowship, and to see so many supporters. Thank you for that. Jack had the vision with some of his colleagues and friends 21 years ago to start this Ampersand Fellowship and the project, a program, to send artists over to New York where they could engage with the art world in a different way and bring that back to South Africa.
Incredibly proud that this is happening. This is actually our third exhibition that we've had. We had one in the year 2000, and then another one in the 2003, and this is the third one that we've had, and the second one curated by Gordon Froud.
And so we are once again deeply indebted to Gordon for having arranged another Ampersand Fellow exhibition.
Diane and I were very, very fortunate to be the third recipients of the Ampersand Foundation Award in October to December 1997. And I still credit this, Jack, to one of the reasons why I'm still in the art world to this day. To be able to go to a place like that and have the tangibility of energy, that you could reach out and take a handful of energy. And that's what the artists have managed to do, was to in fact do that and bring it back to South Africa. 99% of the artists who have been through the foundation are still practicing artists to this day. And that is a great testimony to what this award means. I was very lucky to be one of the first recipients in 1997. So I took on the task of curating this massive, massive exhibition. You can't, for example, apply to the Ampersand Foundation. Go out there, make the work. If it's good enough and you're good enough, you will be noticed. And that's how it operates.
The Ampersand Foundations started about 22 years ago in 1997, and it was a time when South Africa was in the doldrums in the art scene, and we wanted to do something for the art students and the art and culture of South African artists in particular. And we canvassed widely, and I thought that maybe we would do something in London or Paris, but the consensus was New York. And so after about 8 years of looking and fundraising and that kind of thing, we bought an apartment in New York, in Tribeca, which was fortuitous because it was the right time, and the apartment is in the most wonderful space. Over the years, we've had 197 South African artists in residence, sometimes as couples, but often single artists, although we always encourage them to take a partner. And they've been exposed to the New York art scene and have come back to contribute to the South African art community, and we hope. And it's been a very successful endeavor. We hope to continue it going into the future. And it's made a big difference in many people's lives. The exposure to galleries and art people in New York, which has been the center of the art world for many years.
And what I've managed to do for this exhibition is put together over 120 works from about 95 of the fellows of the Ampersand Foundation. The show is really the cream of the crop of South African art, the who's who, everybody from very well-known artists like Penny Siopis and Wim Botha, through to new up-and-coming artists like Vanessa Tambani, and it really is a who's who of the South African art world over the last 22 odd years. What also is particularly heartwarming for me is the fact that all of the major galleries helped to make the show happen. Goodman Gallery, SMAC, Everard Reed Gallery, What If the World, all of those galleries all contributed, Afronova is another one, to allowing their artists to participate and getting the works here. So it really is a big national effort. What the show does is that it highlights the depth and the vision of the arts in South Africa. Now, to have included merely 95 of the artists who have been on the foundation is in itself a huge kind of job. What particularly works for me as well is that of the people on this exhibition are artists who taught me, people like Penny Theopis, for example. And then in turn, there are people that I've taught. Here I'm thinking of Wim Botha and Berko Wilsnach particularly on here, and lots of the other artists, Vanessa Tambani, one of our current master's students as well. So a great kind of privilege to see how the wheel has come around in that kind of time. As a point of interest, we also elected not to show artists who no longer live in South Africa or artists who are deceased, just because, as you can see, the show is already very full. And so it was a way of us sort of culling down the numbers a little bit in that way.
And the Ampersand Foundation itself does other things. We contribute to drama as well as the fine arts, the dramatic arts in a small way. And we've sent artists and curators. We have one slot per year for non-artists, for curators or academics who are in the art world. So that's the basics of what the Ampersand Foundation is about.
A show of the cream of the crop of South African art over the last 22 odd years. And of course, Jack, this is an incredible testament to you, to your vision, to your depth, to your ability to think bigger and beyond. So this is very much for Jack, this exhibition. All in all, I think it's a magnificent exhibition with an amazing number of highlights in it.